Hi girls and guys, it's Mr. Tracky and we're on the right track. As I've progressed through each Call of Duty title, I've definitely taken over bad habits that I've got in one game over to the next and the next and the next. For example, I just can't help but reload. Even when I've got extended mags on the PPSH I'm using now, 52 in the mag, and I just can't help but reload my gun on a regular basis. And I'm sure many of you agree that you have bad habits that you want to get rid of. Now, one of my major bad habits is wasting score streaks, particularly the type that you have to place in on a map, i.e. the mortar strike. Now, the most effective way to use the mortar strike would be to wait for somebody to put a recon plane in the air and then place it where it's best suited on the map, predicting the movement of the enemy going into the mortar strike. And it's actually the same for Paratroopers. A lot of people I've seen get the Paratroopers are just so happy to actually get the Paratroopers that they just throw them in as soon as possible, hoping that they'll put in work. And I've seen several complaints from the community in terms of them being a bit underwhelmed and a bit underpowered, which is true to a degree. Now, I find them quite effective for me, and the reason is because when you actually call in the Paratroopers, it will drop them in where you are positioned on the map. Now, me personally, I will try my absolute best to call them, as you just saw there, as near to the enemy spawn as possible, because it's going to be very easy for the enemy to pick off your Paratroopers if they are caught in your spawn. It gives them an opportunity to quick scope them from across the map, to use ARs. At the end of the day, the Paratroopers are artificial intelligence. They're going to take the shortest route possible to get to the enemy. Now, if you place them near the enemy spawn, it's going to make it a bit harder for the enemy to actually counteract the Paratroopers on the basis that there's so many of them in the spawn, including your teammates. And I found this to work for me really well. So if you didn't actually know, when you call in your Paratroopers, they will drop into the position you are in on the map, and this can be quite effective if you can predict where the enemy are, go into their spawn and drop your Paratroopers on unsuspecting victims. Guys, there are many buttons you can hit, but the like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy, and as always guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.